this is David ps3. Welcome to today's video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and hit the notification bell for future videos. Let's get on to the show.
Hey everybody, this is David ps3, and welcome to an unboxing video. Yeah, it's been so long since I've done an unboxing video. I've just been relaxing at home, getting over things. Still have very lack of, like, I don't have full flexibility of even my arm yet. So if you can imagine that with my head stuff and my everything else going on, to be able to not be able to move my arm at full strength, which I can't even like carry things very well with just my left hand. So it makes it a struggle. So, but we are pulling through it. I was able to put this order through, and I'm pretty excited about this order. So let's get right to it. As you can see, before any of that, I do have my hat from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Almost done the second chapter. I'm really just playing and grinding through the game. I'm like a level 20 already, which I don't feel like I should be a level 20 this early in the game. I mean, it starts off at level 15, spoiler alert. But it starts you off at a high level early. But it is what it is. I mean, it's supposed to be a continuation of the other game, which are much higher level. I wish they could allow the continuation for a lot of things, but they don't, and we can't control that. Our first game they got, this is from Lucky Games. It's a really cheap box, so it will go pretty quickly. The first one is Griffy Jr. Slugfest. Very excited about this guy. Now, these kind of carts and stuff, I don't like their stickers for them putting it on the cart. I wish they put them in like little tiny little bags, because that way it's like the stickers would come off easier, or I can just rip off the bag. So it's kind of annoying in that way. See, now I'm going to have to spend some time cleaning this thing because the sticker residue has gotten on it. But my main purpose of doing this, I don't have a Game Boy. So basically I plan on just shoving it in here and playing it on my Super Nintendo, because why not? I mean, it's like, yes, it's a different year. It's Ken Griffey Slugfest. It's like that was on the Nintendo 64, that version. So I'm just kind of curious on how it plays on a Game Boy Color system, which would get basically transposed through the Super Game Boy on the Super Nintendo. We'll see how it plays. I don't know. Obviously I haven't played it yet. I'm just doing this unboxing. But I just figured, kind of like baseball handheld, it would be fun to do. Now this game I got because I saw Drinking Games with Josh and Gamer Aimer. They were both out at a store. I thought it was like really, really cool that they collabed. They went to the store together and they did a little video, and I thought it was like really, really cool. So shout out to those two. I wish I could drive and do something and everything and then get together with people. I just can't right now. But just want to let you know, I love you guys. You guys do a great job for content on your channels, and I'm trying to do best I can. But yeah, this is Ghostbusters, the video game. I just thought it was so cool, and it's like includes special content with the refurbishment of the original Ecto 1 Blu-ray preview and trailer from the Ghostbusters movie, all in here. It's like really cool. It is complete with the game and the manual. And yeah, even has the advertisement for the Ghostbusters movie. It's really cool. So yeah, I was super stoked about having this as part of my collection. Been trying to move these stickers off of here as soon as I get them out of the box, because the sooner you pull them off, the better. But yeah, you can see the thing. I think this was supposed to be taking place right after the second movie. Not 100% sure. But yeah, so that is that. I have never played this game, so I know nothing about it. It says it has trophies, so I'm going to be stoked about that. Next game is Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Believe it or not, I've never had this game. So I'm like really excited about having this. And this, just the same, complete in box. Oh, that manual. Look at this, guys. Look how thick this manual is. It's incredible. Over 50 pages of content. This is the ending, near the end of the book. It's like page 50 and 51. And so that means 52 pages. And a little advertisement on the back. It's really cool. So super stoked out to have Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Yeah. And another sticker that won't rip off. But that's all good. Let's get to the next game. Next game is Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Another game I've never had before. It's like my son was, he liked skateboarding game, but he was more into the Disney skateboarding game. He wasn't in for the realistic skateboarders, like this one is. But yeah, has a manual, has the original disc, original manual. Super excited. I like that both of these are the black label. So it's cool to have original games in their original cases. And our last one is also in the original version, is Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. Now, I think this is like akin to, basically it's just racing with skateboards. And I think it's just pretty much road rage meets skateboarding. Is what I'm kind of thinking it is. Because you basically can knock each other off, and I guess you can gain speed. I mean, you can see the little picture and stuff of it. And it's really cool. As its manual and original disc, everything is awesome. So I'm super excited to have this, and after these 3 games for the PS2, I am complete my Tony Hawk series on the PlayStation 2. So I'm super excited that I own every single PlayStation 2 variant of Tony Hawk. So that's really cool. And that's basically it for today's video. Just like I said, just very excited to have this. Very excited just to have these 3 PlayStation 2 games. Very excited to have Ghostbusters. And I'm very excited to have Ken Griffy Jr. because Drinking Games with Josh actually gave me this with the trade and everything that we had. So I haven't actually ever used this yet because, like I said, Drinking Games with Josh gave it to me. I basically I was never going to say no as part of the trade because I didn't have it and it was cool to have. And it's like, I pretty much love baseball games, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to grab a baseball game so I can put it in here and play it on the Super Nintendo. So we'll see how it plays. I don't really have no idea how it looks like or anything else like that at all. Anyway, if there is any like Game Boy Color games that you would recommend that I pick up to play on the Super Game Boy, leave them in the comments below. It is March, so we should be getting a new Video Games Monthly video coming up soon. I haven't heard anything in terms of them saying we've shipped the boxes for the month. Of course, it's March 1st. Why would they send something saying they shipped already? Because February was a short month, so they didn't have as much time. So we will see what happens. I'm guessing either probably like Tuesday or Wednesday next week we'll have a video. If it's earlier, thumbs up. If not, it is what it is. But anyways, until next time, this is David ps3. I hope you're enjoying Final Fantasy Rebirth as much as I am. I'm doing it personally. I'm not playing online. I'm not doing any of that, because I just basically want to get into the game and get playing. I found that if I tried streaming online with that kind of game where I want to enjoy it, so many people want to, with good hearts and good intentions, want to basically tell you what to do and how and what you can do and everything, and kind of like spoil the game, because an RPG adventure is kind of like my adventure, and I kind of like enjoying it and soaking it down myself. So on that kind of game, I'm kind of selfish. So but I am posting, and I'm completing the rest of my season in MLB 23, the show. Right now I got videos posted up to next Tuesday so far. And this weekend I plan on doing more recordings to get even further on that. Because right now I just I don't want to spoil what happens and stuff, but I am still continuing in the playoffs. And basically we're like basically just doing okay. But anyway, until next time, let me know what other content you might want to see. I really have no idea. I was very excited. Yes, shout out to Square Pegs, by the way. And maybe I think I'm going to do another video on this sometime. Square Pegs did a video saying that he puts all of his content on this app called GameEye. Now, I was using a totally different app, and I was using it like forever, and I never really used anything else, and it basically stored all the information. But GameEye basically, you have all the information there, and then you can basically you can do an export, so you can get a CSV copy of it, which is really helpful for Video Games Monthly. So I might be able to add things like ps2 and stuff back into the fold, because there's just so much to import and the input. It's like it makes it really hard. So the fact that I can do that now and have these games available, it's actually a win. So it might be something that I want to do. Not 100% sure yet. I'm still sticking with Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. I mean, I've gotten to 200. I have 200 Super Nintendo games. So I'm like really excited on what's going to be happening forward with that. So probably like I said, probably next month I'll probably wind up using that sheet, sending it over to Video Games Monthly, and going from there. But yeah, it's very exciting that I have all this, and yeah, I don't really have any much more to say here. What I did have a bunch of videos that I was doing, playing some of my games, but like I said, I wasn't feeling really great, and I tried to do baseball games for those things. They weren't doing as well, so I basically stopped. Basically, I was basically just going to go through and pick out the games that I think that people would enjoy seeing, and going from there. So that's my thought. Anyways, if you have any thoughts and stuff, or things, maybe there's things that you want to see me play, And it doesn't have to be just the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo 64. It could be any game and any system. Just give me a shout out. Just let me know, hey, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see this. I'm perfectly cool with it. If you want to see a live stream, it's hard for me to do it at nighttime because my wife works a lot of hours. And when she's home, I try not to do live streams when she's home because I don't want to disturb that time at home. So that's why I really don't do too many live streams at all during the weekend, and during the evenings, because it's kind of like family time kind of deal. So, but yeah, we're getting closer and stuff, closer and closer to filling our collection. These games are getting filled up. I'm running out of space actually I'm almost filled up on my PlayStation 2 stuff. I have PlayStation 3 and 360. I was moving all that stuff because it's like the coolest part of inputting stuff into the Game Eye app is you can scan using the barcodes on the back of the games, and it was like really cool because you can like pretty much do it really quickly. It's like the only thing you had to do is like import it if it had a manual or not, and if it's complete. That was probably like the hardest part of the entire ordeal. For most part, it's not that big of a deal. And I mean, like the hardest part was like the Super Nintendo games and Nintendo 64 games that I didn't have complete. But in the end, it really wasn't that big deal because I had them in alphabetical order on the other app. And basically, I knew what I had in stock, and there was a way that you can just manually select and just do a whole bunch of them all at the same time. So it wasn't that hard, but it's a little bit of work. But anyway, I don't know. My mind is completely blanking. Yeah. So anyway, until next time. This is David B69. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody has a wonderful, safe weekend. And until next time, this is David B69. I am out. Peace out.